Welcome into my kitchen at 5:09 a.m. We are getting ready to cook breakfast, so you can see a full day of eating along with me. So let's get started on breakfast and you'll get to see what I have been eating on this muscle gaining trainer. Got some eggs. So we got the stove heating up. Just gonna spray a little bit of non-stick spray in the pan. We've got 4 eggs. Now while we got those heating up, we'll go ahead and slice our toast and measure out our cereal. Now when the eggs are ready to flip, I'll go ahead and flip them, and as soon as I take them off the stove, I'll stick the bread in there and toast that on one side, because I like my toast to have a little bit of toast. Alright, so our toast is lightly toasted now, so we're just going to add some butter and some apple butter. Since it's fall winter season, mixing up the jelly a little bit with some apple cinnamony fall flavors. So there we have it. We've got our eggs, 4 eggs and 3 pieces of toast with butter and apple butter. Our bowl of cereal with raisins and 8 ounces of whole milk. Doesn't get much more old school and basic and delicious than that, and it's been working wonders on my muscle gaining. I love breakfast. And the time is now 5:22, so it's been about 12 minutes, and that is counting the time that I've set up for cameras and different angles and elongated it. So normally breakfast takes me less than 10 minutes to make. So for those of you making the excuse that you don't have time for breakfast and yet you're not gaining because you're not eating enough, it is, as my dad would say, baloney juice. Just wake up an extra 20 minutes early or whatnot. You can get breakfast thrown together in 10 minutes or less, and then slam it down in another 10 minutes. Gotta do what you gotta do to build the muscle, so if you're not gaining and you need to get more meals, more food in, make the time, don't make the excuses. All right, I'm going to enjoy this while I reply to a few comments on social media and get to work on my clients' programs. So, got my breakfast here, about to get some work done, and I will see you for meal number 2. We are ready to make meal 2. So it's been about 3 hours, trained one of my clients virtually over the phone, went for about a 45-minute walk, and we are about to make the next meal. So check it out. We're gonna start by weighing out our oatmeal. Then we're gonna just add some water and pop that in the microwave for a couple minutes. Trying to fit in this frame while still having the video YouTube style, so I'll be doing this a lot. Hi, peekaboo. All right, anyway, we are going to add a scoop of protein powder to this. I've got the salted caramel one. I've found good luck with any different protein flavors though. Then we're going to add in our raisins. honey. Some salt. Salt is really helpful with the flavor on this. Really brings out the flavor of everything. And since it is a grow day today, I go ahead and add my creatine to this. If it's workout day, then I just put it in a shaker bottle and take it with me to the gym, and I sip on that with my intra-workout water. Since today is a grow day, a recovery day, I just put it in one of these meals. Obviously, if you have some sort of fruity flavored creatine, I wouldn't mix it in this. And then lastly, we're going to take a half a tablespoon of peanut butter. And stir this all up. So we got a nice thick bowl of this, along with another glass of milk. This is a fantastic muscle building meal. You've just got the oats, you've got the whey protein, you've got the sweetness from the honey, a nice healthy natural sweetener. You've got some extra calories and fats from the peanut butter, and I just love raisins. If you don't like raisins, you don't have to put them in there, but I really enjoy them. So, bowl of that, some milk, doesn't get better than that to me. Delicious, filling, healthy, easy, quick, and old school. Now, if you need to get even extra calories in, or if I'll bump the calories up myself in the future, you can do extra stuff like obviously make the serving bigger, add more peanut butter, stir in a banana with that so you get kind of an Elvis peanut butter banana type of thing. You can find your own variety and jam with that. But this is what I'm doing right now. And we're back in the kitchen. Again, every 3 hours or so seems we come back in here. So it is time for meal number 3. I've got it all laid, peekaboo again. I've got it laid all out here, ready to measure out. So what I do is I will make a big pot of rice in the rice cooker, and then I'll just keep that covered in the fridge. Stays good for about a week, and every time I measure it out and warm it up, it just fluffs up in the microwave and is nice and fresh. So if you prefer to make it fresh, go for it. This is a time saver for me. Same thing with the chicken. I just make a big crock pot of marinated chicken once a week, cut it all up, put some marinade in there, let it cook on low through the night, and then in the morning I've got some delicious marinated chicken breast. This whole thing will last a week, and then some pineapple and guac as well. So I'll show you when this whole thing is assembled. While that's heating up, I wanted to give a shout out to my new client, Max. We connected over the phone yesterday. He took advantage of the Black Friday sale on my online coaching. So I've been working on his nutrition and his workouts in the 3 hours in between meal 2 and meal 3. So I wanted to say shout out to Max. I'm excited to be working with him and can't wait to see the progress he makes. He's got a lot of potential. And here we go, like a dream, it is ready. We've got our chicken and rice. Got some barbecue sauce on the chicken because, hey, Ronnie Coleman used barbecue sauce and he was huge, so that must have been the reason, right? He was on the barbecue sauce. Anyway, since it is grow season, I make my food taste good. Some barbecue sauce ain't gonna hurt you. And then I also have a bowl of pineapple. Pineapple has a lot of enzymes in it that are really good for helping your body digest and break down protein. So this is a delicious meal I really enjoy. I love all of my off-season meals, my grow season, I should say. And it's really easy to make as well. It took me maybe 5 minutes to measure the whole thing out, microwave it, and it's ready to eat. So make your meals easy, make your meals delicious, and your bodybuilding job will be a joy. It's been about 3 hours, and if you can guess where we are, back in the kitchen, you would be correct. So it is time for meal number 4. So after meal 3, we did some more work. We caught a short nap because it is grow day, got outside, stretched the legs a little bit, woke up from the nap, and now we are back in the kitchen preparing the 4th meal. This meal is a repeat of meal number 2. So we've got the oatmeal with a scoop of protein powder, some peanut butter, raisins, honey again. So I'm not gonna bore you and show you the process of making that exact recipe again, but about to make that and tuck in and enjoy. So there we have it. Bowl of the oats and a glass of milk. I'm gonna go enjoy that, and I will see you same place in another 3 hours or so for meal number 5. Back in the kitchen, we are getting ready for meal number 5. So I am wrapping up with work, just have a little bit of that left, so that's exciting. Then I'll get to enjoy and relax a little bit for the rest of the evening, do my stretching routine since it is a grow and recovery day. But we are prepping meal number 5 right now, which includes some baked potato. So I've got those in the microwave right now. Just wash them off, poke a couple of holes in them so they don't explode in the microwave. And then I just microwave those until they're nice and tender. That will be paired up with lean ground beef. I'll measure that out. So I make about 3 or 4 days of lean ground beef at a time and just keep it in airtight containers in the fridge so that way it's nice and easy and I don't have to cook it every single time. So we'll have the ground beef either with some salsa or some ketchup and mustard on it. We'll have the roasted potatoes, and then we'll have some broccoli. Get the greens in there, keep it healthy, keep it tight. Okay, we are ready to tuck in. So we've got over here our beef and salsa. We've got roasted smashed potatoes with a pat of butter, a little bit of cheese on there. Those old school guys, especially during mass gaining phase, didn't shy away from the cheese and butter. It's good stuff. You're building muscle. Make sure you get good quality ingredients and enjoy it. Like, this is grow season, we're putting on muscle, enjoy your food. So we've got that. We've got our sad little container of broccoli, but hey, gotta get the vegetables in, gotta get the fiber, that's important too. So definitely enjoy this meal. They say some people are steak and potatoes kind of guys. That's definitely me, but hey, I enjoy all the meals. So gonna get to it, and I'll check back with you in a bit. All right, you guessed it, last meal. We've got our glass of milk and our bowl of protein oatmeal. So delicious, repetitive, but delicious, and works really well for my body, building strength and muscle. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this, and then I will recap the day. So that's everything I eat in a day to grow currently. Obviously, as I make progress, I'll be able to adjust the meals up or down as needed, but that is my current nutrition plan, and it's working wonders. All right, a couple quick notes to hit on here. So, first of all, just because I'm following this diet and it's working really well for me, doesn't mean that you should copy this exact plan. Obviously, everybody's individual and different. Different people's bodies respond better or worse to fats, carbohydrates, need higher or lower protein intakes. If you're lactose intolerant, for example, you wouldn't want to be drinking as much milk as I am right now, certain things like that. Believe me, I've been there. I know at the start of my bodybuilding journey, I thought if I copied professional bodybuilders' diets that I would look like them and get the results that they were getting. A lot of times the diets that were in the magazines that I was reading probably weren't even their diets, and B, they're 300-pound mass monsters. Now, I have come a long way in regards to my nutrition information and knowledge, and I realize that you need to program your nutrition based on what works for you. If you need help with this, you can reach out to me or anyone else who is a nutritionist or a coach. You can also sign up for the 12-week Blueprint Trainer, and I give you an exact breakdown on how to set up your own diet, how to calculate the amount of protein, carbohydrates, and fats you are, as well as a shopping list and foods that you would break into the meals to give you that old school plan, but customized more to you. The one other thing I wanted to touch on real quick is in regards to budgeting the amount of food you need to eat as a bodybuilder. And I can completely understand this. As somebody who just recently started his own business and is building that up, as well as working on building his social media and YouTube, I'm not at the point where I'm able to eat filet mignons and stuff like that, like you see a lot of professional bodybuilders eat on a daily basis. So, as you can see from my meal plan, and as you can copy on my meal plan, if you're a college student or somebody who's wants to keep their budget on food a little bit lower, nothing is too crazy expensive on there. I know the cost of inflation on food and everything is pretty high right now, so I was trying to make this plan, both for my sake and for your sake, simple and budget friendly. You have a big drum of oatmeal for a lot of the food. That's super cheap and lasts you a week. Bag of rice, super cheap, lasts you a week. You've got the potatoes, or you can do pasta. Both of those options are not that expensive. Now, obviously, the proteins are going to be the most expensive. Eggs, fairly affordable. Protein powder, you can get a big old container where a serving is less than $1 a serving. Comes more down to the chicken and beef that are going to be a little bit more expensive. So that's why I recommend going with a lean ground beef rather than a steak. If you're looking to be more budget friendly, you can get that anywhere from $4 to $5 a pound, as opposed to upwards of like $10 a pound. For the chicken breast, again, boneless, skinless chicken breast, you can get a big old 5-pound pack and keep that fairly budget friendly as well. So hopefully those tips gave you some ideas on how to eat like a bodybuilder, get those macronutrients and calories in without breaking the bank. If you want to see more longer, more detailed videos like this, let me know in the comments section below, or if you prefer, I keep them short and sweet as some of the previous videos, you can let me know that too. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another day and another workout.